Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and I'm the organic esthetician. A few weeks ago, I had a major skin reaction. In dealing with my own stuff, I found what I think to be a very effective skincare routine for reducing inflammation and sensitivity in the skin. And I'm gonna share it with you all today. I also just kind of wanted you all to know, I might have a bazillion skincare products and gadgets and devices. I'm a regular person with regular skin issues, just like everybody else. And while I don't get acne per se, I do get rashes. It's pretty cute. You are oh so lucky that you don't have it. I'm sorry I didn't have it in me to put makeup on, but I did really want to make a video for you. So here we are. Did not sleep last night. I've been crying a lot. I mentioned in my last video that our dog was sick, and now we don't have a dog. Okay, so sorry, I'm not going to cry on this video. But you know, life is really hard. And I also think that maybe I have an ulcer. I am really going through some things in my body and my life right now. So why not share it with the world, right? No, I thought that this video would be really helpful because one, I want you all to know that I'm a regular person with regular skin issues and challenges, just like everybody else. And I was able to fix this within less than a week. And if I can help anyone else going through some skin stuff, then I 100% want to do that. I'm pretty self-conscious about this, and as uncomfortable as this is, I did really want to share it in case it does help someone. So on that note, please be nice. Okay, I also don't want this to be a boring video, so I'm gonna jump right in and show you my reaction. So I try a lot of skincare products. That's kind of part of my job now that I am creating more content online. This is kind of my full-time job these days. And I had a reaction to a product line that I was trying. Now, it was all organic, it had really beautiful ingredients, the packaging was gorgeous. I was so excited to try this line. They were so generous and sent over so much product, really so much product. I think it's worth saying that just because you have a reaction to a product doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the product line in general, right? We are unique individuals with unique issues internally and externally with our own diverse and unique microflora. So just because something doesn't work for me or for you doesn't mean that it won't work for other people. That being said, I had a reaction. I used their cleanser and did a face mask. My chest reacted this way. So at first I wasn't necessarily alarmed. I thought, wow, this is stimulating. But remember, red doesn't always mean bad. Red means microcirculation, and microcirculation is oxygenating. So I was like, okay, I can do this. Usually microcirculation will go down within an hour, and this lasted a few. It was a little longer. It made me a little okay, maybe this is not just regular stimulation. I followed up the mask with their facial oil-based serum, and then used their nighttime moisturizer. I then kind of started to notice just a few little dots. This completely cleared up, and then it came back, but you can see I just have these kind of little red, little irritated spots, right? And if there's 3, that's fine, but when there's 85, that's a different story. So the first night, just saw a couple little ones and thought, maybe don't put it on my neck. Next day, I used the serum and their daytime moisturizer. And within an hour of applying those products, I had a full-blown rash across my neck. And over the next 24 hours, that spread onto my chest and then all over my face. I don't actually think I took a picture of my face because I was too traumatized. I don't know, I'm vain. I like, my job is to be on camera talking about skincare, and it definitely put a halt to all of the videos I was working on at the moment. Part of the reason why it took me a while to get back to you all here on the channel. And you never know how long something like this is going to take to run its course. So I felt incredibly lucky that I was able to kind of address it right away, and that it healed so quickly. So here's what it looked like. And here is what it looked like a week later, less than a week. I would say if it was like Wednesday to Wednesday, it was almost completely gone by the following Monday. Obviously, if you have a skin thing going on, it could be because of something else that's happening in your body. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and it's part of your elimination system. So usually when something is happening topically, it's because there's something else going on farther up the line inside your body, which I think is really what happened with me. I think that I kind of like primed myself and then used this kind of stimulating, detoxifying skincare, and it pulled everything out. I really wanted to share with you all what I used and walk you through what this routine looks like. And I have suggested it to some other clients and other people who have been experiencing skin issues, especially with like mask me. I talked about a lot of these products on my How to Treat Mask Me video, which I will also link down below because no one watched it. Now I'm going to show you step by step how to treat this at home. I will also be putting chapters down below, so if you want to jump ahead or back, you can do that. Make sure you check out everything down there. All right, hi. I just got out of the shower. I was waiting to cleanse and everything so I could do it here with you. So I'm going to start by cleansing my skin. I'm going to use Hauschka Soothing Cleansing Milk. So this has anthillis, sweet almond oil, and jojoba oil, and it's all about kind of helping increase the skin's natural protective function. So it's a very creamy, gentle cleanser. You can actually just tissue this off if you wanted to. You could put it on like a cotton round and use it as a makeup remover. Super gentle. I've never had anyone have a reaction to this. I've had clients use this for years. So this has been my go-to sensitive skin cleanser. So I'm just using like one pump. I'm going to work it in on dry skin. I'm going to add a little water. I'm going to make sure I do my neck too. My neck and chest, right? Let's do another pump. Good reminder. Okay, and then I'm just gonna rinse. Okay, so then I'm gonna tone my skin. This is the professional bottle of Lucern's Hydrating Essence. So this is from their L'Essentials collection. It's right now the only essence available on Lucerne. And it's great for all skin types. It's just my favorite toner of all time. So it has this thing called Saccharomyces glycate extract in it, which actually helps oxygenate the skin. Like it stimulates your skin to produce its own oxygen at a cellular level. Very cool. Has tons of antioxidants and tons of ceramides that help again balance that barrier function of the skin. So I just do a pump. I'll show you what the retail bottle actually looks like. You can shake out as much as you want. You can't really overuse this product. So then you're just gonna press it in. And this is great, like you can do this multiple times if you're feeling like your skin is extra parched or dry. This is the product I run through the fastest because I use it the most and I use a lot of it. So here, I'm just gonna do a little bit more. We'll press in some more so you can see. That like 7 skin method. Okay, so when my skin was at its angriest, I skipped a treatment serum and I went straight into my Carter and Jane Everything oil. Because my skin is in a good place, I'm gonna use my Serum Absolute Recovery from Lucerne Labs. So I absolutely love this serum. It is the one I've been talking about the last like few videos. All of my maskne videos talk about this serum. This is a reformulated product. Lucerne used to have a product called Recovery. They changed the formulation. They actually combined 2 serums, Serum Absolute Clarify and Serum Absolute Recovery, and they kind of put them together in one formulation, taking the best parts of both. So it has this pre and probiotic complex that actually helps to heal and repair the skin. It has niacinamide at, I believe, a 4% concentration. Niacinamide is one of the most amazing ingredients you could be using on your skin. It treats acne, it treats rosacea, it acts as a better occlusive than Vaseline and a humectant. It's like a little bit of everything all wrapped up into one little vitamin. It's also called vitamin B3. Really great active to have in a treatment for both breakouts and inflammation. Palmitoyl tripeptide helps repair damage. Palmitoyl tripeptide 8 helps soothe and calm the skin. Beta-acene from horse chestnut reduces inflammation. It has this ingredient called piperonal glucose that was in the old Recovery formula that actually inhibits your skin's flushing mechanism. So really great for someone with rosacea or someone who's maybe like going through hormonal changes where you're getting a lot of flushing and like heat in the face. That ingredient in this serum is gonna help with that. So I'm gonna use a pump because I'm gonna put it everywhere. It's kind of a lot. And I'm just gonna kind of dot it on and then spread it in. And I talked too much. This goes on way better right after your essence. A little hydrating essence to spread it out. Unrelated to sensitive skin, I'm going to use my under eye serum because this is the time in my routine that I would put this on. I'm going to use the Serum Absolute Luminous under eye serum. It has a little clicky pen and a little roller ball, and you just roll it underneath your eyes. A little bit goes a really long way, so I kind of just dab it on and then blend it with my fingers. And this serum is all about reducing all of the darkness under the eye and decreasing puffiness. But it reduces darkness by specifically targeting all of the little micro capillaries in blood. So you can get a little bit of stimulation if you are trying this for the first time and you get pink. That's totally normal. You're gonna be stimulating microcirculation whenever you address the circulatory system. It works really well. And I am in need of brightening and depuffing under these eyes today. Okay, and then I'm gonna wrap up my routine with my Carter and Jane Everything oil. So you all know how much I love this product. There are really few products out there that I can suggest for everyone across the board with any skin type or any skin concern, and this is one of them, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. I also love it because prickly pear seed oil, which is what's in this, has the highest natural concentration of vitamin E of any plant oil. So especially wonderful for irritation and inflammation when you want healing, right? It also is high in omega-6, which makes it really great for reducing breakouts. Acneic skin, for whatever reason, is naturally low in that essential fatty acid. So using an oil that's high in omega-6 is a great way of preventing breakouts. So I'm just pressing it in I'm gonna bring it down onto my neck too, so I'm gonna do a couple more drops. Carter Jane has a new body oil called Beach House. It's like a new scent that they put in the everything oil body. That's what I have on everywhere else. And I'm obsessed with it. It smells so good. And I have like a new discount with the Beach House stuff. I'll put that down below too. Okay, so I worked it in, spread it on. So that really is it for sensitive skin. If you're like extra sensitive, cleanse tone oil. Just do those 3 things to start. And then once your skin gets to a better place, add in a serum. I'm gonna put on my eye cream. This is the Force de Vie Eye Contour Creme. This is my favorite eye cream. It has peptides that de-wrinkle, it has caffeine that firms, has all of the same oxygenating ingredients and antioxidants that the moisturizers have. And it's so creamy and it adds so much moisture to your eye area. I love it so much. Okay. Last, I'm gonna put on a little lip. This is the Weleda Skin Food Lip Balm. All right, and that's it. If it's daytime, you can add an SPF. I love Solara Sun Care's Time Traveler sunscreen. This is kind of my go-to, especially because it has a bunch of ingredients that specifically help beef up that barrier function. I apply this from my cheekbones up right now. If I'm gonna go on a walk and I'm not gonna be around anyone else, I'll put it all over my face. But just like day to day, like if I have to run to the grocery store and I'm wearing a face mask, I don't put sunscreen underneath my face mask. I find putting as few products underneath my mask, the better. I feel like the more you layer underneath a face mask, the more opportunity you have for things to go awry. And the Carter & Jane Everything Oil is really great underneath your mask. So when I put on my sunscreen, I just press it in onto this area. That's pretty much it. So once your skin has calmed down, once it's less angry, you're gonna need to exfoliate. So there are 2 different ways you can go with exfoliation. Well, I guess technically 3. So one is a physical exfoliant. I actually use a physical exfoliant like a face scrub way less often because usually if you're sensitive to friction too, right? And that scrubbing motion can be a little irritating. So I'll use an enzyme, which probably is my favorite way to go. I've been using the Hydra Enzyme Mask from Lucerne a few nights a week now that my skin has calmed down a little bit. So this has only 5% pumpkin ferment. Pumpkin enzyme just stays on the surface. It acts like a little Pac-Man eating up all the dead skin on the surface. It doesn't penetrate deeper than that. And then this pumpkin is paired with sweet almond oil and squalene and all of these moisturizing, skin-loving ingredients that kind of help buffer the exfoliation. So even though you're getting an enzymatic exfoliation, you're still getting tons of hydration too. So I love this. I put it on at night after I use my Carter & Jane Everything Oil, and I just sleep with it on. And then in the morning, I go back into my regular routine. If you're feeling like now your skin's in a good place and you want to get a little deeper cleanse, that's when I add in my L'Essentials micellar water. This has 2 or 3% pumpkin enzyme in it, and then all of the amazing micellar benefits, right? So it's a wipe on, leave on cleanser. I'll use this as my second cleanse when I'm still in my sensitive skincare routine. So first cleanse with the soothing cleansing milk and second cleanse with the micellar water. Normally I would use cleansing emulsion and the cleansing gelée for my full double cleanse, but when my skin is angry, I want to be as gentle as possible. That's kind of it. I'm going to link everything down below. I'm going to put the steps in order. If you have any questions, you can reference that. So this is what my skin looks like afterward. My skin has been really dry since my reaction, and I've been a little hesitant to go like deeper with exfoliation, like doing like a lactic or salicylic acid, which I will in a few days, I think. And I really need to use my ultrasonic spatula too, because I have a lot of congestion. Lots of little blackheads in here. Oh, I almost forgot, LED. Okay, so this has been wildly helpful for me. I actually like can't express enough how much this has made me rethink LED. I've always been like, yeah, I know the benefits, I'll share the benefits with people, but I'm really bad about actually doing the work and using the devices because they just take such a long time. And I find that usually the results are kind of delayed. You need to be doing LED for a full month before you see results, and then it'll be like almost 3 months later that you actually start seeing a difference. But when you're using these devices to specifically treat a reaction in the skin, holy moly, were the results phenomenal. So you can use it 2 different ways into the skincare routine. You can either use it after you cleanse and tone, before you put on your serum or your facial oil, or you can do your full routine and then just use the LED over your facial oil, which is what I ended up doing a lot of the time. Feel free to fit it in either way, however it works for you. I've been using 2 different devices because I don't have all of the colors I want in one device. If you have a device that has blue light and red and infrared all in one device, oh my God, amazing. And if not, then find a hack like I did. First, I do blue light with my Project E mask. This is the Photon face mask. I'll link this down below. I've done a whole video on this. It's nice because it has the neck piece, so if you're having a rash on your neck, very handy to have. But I only use this for the blue light. So I was doing 10 to 20 minutes of blue light, and then I would follow it up with the next device. Then I would use my LightStim handheld for a full session. Essentially, it's enough time to do 3 minutes per section. Sometimes I would run through 2 full cycles with this because I was really taking my time and like being specific in each area, kind of overlapping sections. I did it all over my face. I just didn't do it right here over my thyroid just to be safe. But the reason I used this red light instead of the Project E is because this has a blend of red, amber, and infrared lights in this full handheld. And infrared light is especially fantastic at reducing inflammation. So infrared is technically not on the visible light spectrum. It's like just at the end. So blue light on one side, red light on the other. Blue light penetrates the shortest into the skin, and red light penetrates the deepest until infrared, which penetrates even deeper. And so the deeper you go, the more change you're really able to affect. And infrared is fantastic, again, at reducing that inflammation. So great anywhere on the body. That's why like infrared saunas or the full body panel LEDs are so effective because they really help kind of just reduce that inflammatory effect that's happening throughout our bodies. Soluma makes a panel that has all the colors, I believe, with infrared. And then some of the like really expensive and very cool full face masks from Korea have infrared and blue light in them also. If you're, in the market to drop a couple grand on your LED, I'll put a link to my favorite LED mask down below in case anyone is interested in investing a considerable amount into their device. The other thing that I was doing is addressing inflammation internally. So, your skin is the largest organ of your body. It's part of your elimination system. And so when things get backed up or like off course, sometimes they come out in your skin. And so oftentimes when you're seeing a topical symptom, a rash, acne, anything like that, it's actually just a sign telling you that something else is going on inside the body. You can address irritation and breakouts topically, and it can be really helpful. But to like really tackle this, you really want to address it from both angles. So bottom up, top down. And that means changing diet, getting on probiotics, and reducing inflammation. So for me, that was like a big diet shift. I go through phases of like being super clean with my eating and then being a monster. And right before I had this rash, I was coming off the tail end of full monsterdom. I had officially just moved to Monterey. All of the packing and unpacking meant eating a lot of takeout. And then my parents came to visit and it was holiday eating. Like pastries, desserts. We had lobster one night. We just kind of really went for it. And I don't normally eat so much dairy. And I think it really did not settle with me. All of that affects the body. So I totally reined it in. I took out all the dairy. I took out all the bread and pasta because, well, it is my favorite thing in the world. It like really just doesn't do it for me. And I stopped drinking. And then I added in all kinds of vegetables, lots of mushrooms, really good for natural source of vitamin D and immunity right now, and sauerkraut. And I have like sauerkraut with every meal. And then just like eating fish or tofu, like not a lot of red meat. But that's just me, like you do you. The other thing that I added in that I honestly felt was so helpful and was so skeptical about before this was CBD. This company called Jupiter, which makes an organic CBD tincture, reached out to me actually right before all of this happened and sent over a bottle for me to try and was like, if you like it, then maybe we could partner and kind of go from there. So I started using this right as the rash broke out. Like the rash happened and I then tried this for the first time. And I was really surprised at how much I liked this. I think that on some level, a mixture of skeptical and anti-CBD. I mean, as you saw the before and afters, huge difference in my skin. And then I just feel more relaxed when I take it. I feel like I'm sleeping better. I honestly didn't think that I would feel any sensation from it, and I definitely do. It's subtle, but like, it's nice. You take one full dropper, and then you put it underneath your tongue, like this, and then you hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, there are so many CBD companies out there now, and there's CBD in everything. I've actually been using some body oil and body scrubs from another company that I really like, but I don't know if I necessarily can tell a difference because of the CBD that's in them. So one of the reasons why I chose to partner with Jupiter is because of everything. There's full transparency. Everything's organic. They only use the flower. Everything is sustainable from their packaging to their sourcing. They have tons of education on their website, which I haven't even worked my way through all of it yet. And once I have, I'll be doing like a more science-based video talking about all the benefits. But they also have a money-back guarantee. I feel like any brand that does that, I'm really down for. It shows a lot of commitment and faith in their product. For like only $29, you can purchase a sample. They have different strengths. The one they sent me is 900 milligrams. Honestly, I've been interacting with one of their CEOs and he's just really nice. And they just had a baby. So congratulations, Simon and his wife. And they were nice enough to give us all a discount code. Organic20 gives you 20% off your purchase over at getjupiter.com, and I'm gonna link everything in the description box down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribed, and if you liked this video or found it helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I will be happier and more well-rested next week, I promise. Okay, have a wonderful week, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.